Hey, this is Brian again, and I'd like to ask you to do a favor. We can't do this work without people like you, so if you can, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about Bring Back the Porch.
The Root Cellar's Amazing Race for Hunger was again created because we knew that in the summer months we needed to fill the pantry, and so this fundraiser is for the emergency food pantry. And in 4 years we've raised over $130,000, which is absolutely incredible. And so it's a fundraiser for all walks of life, people who are athletic, people who are community supporters. We have community celebrities that come, and people, I always say, like Mitch from the police, he's a celebrity. He's our biggest celebrity that we've had so far. But yeah, it's a way for people of all walks of life to support the community in this really unique way. It's so heartwarming to see how they go out and they fundraise and they really work hard for us. And then on the day of, we reward them with a lot of running and a really cool experience. It's a great experience to get out there in the community and do things that you would never do and have a really fun day.
This episode of Bring Back the Porch brought to you by Bernie Leahy, River Street Realty. Let's get you home.
Welcome to the porch. We have a special guest with us today, Mullis from the Root Cellar Food and Wellness Hub. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you so much for having me again.
The last time you were here was just after your big food drive, and I'm assuming that it's time now to sort of switch up what you're doing to sort of get the coffers filled up again for the summer holidays and for the summer season.
Yeah, for sure. Things are looking pretty bare right now, so we need some help.
So I know you have a big push right now coming up in June for the food Roundup. Can you kind of explain what that is?
Yeah, for sure. This is an event that happens all across Canada. It's a partnership with the LDS Church, and they do it in different communities all throughout. And they support food banks to help us get food in kind of in the months that we need the help. So the summer months the spring summer time was the time that we know that we need a lot of food coming in. So this is a great idea. It's a way where everybody in the community can help out. So we put a bag this today. It actually started on the rainiest day. So it started where people are going out to every single home in our community, every single house. They're not going to condos and things like that, but every single house in our community will receive a bag on their step. And then on June 6th, we have another group of amazing volunteers that go around and they're going to pick them up. It is the most heartwarming day ever. It's such a beautiful day.
I was looking on your website. You're still looking for volunteers to help on the pickup day.
Yes.
What is required to come and help you guys?
Just sign up, and then we give you a route, and so it tells you kind of what houses to go to, and then we have a time for you to come and bring it to whatever drop-off location is in whatever neighborhood. There's drop-off locations all over the community that day, and it's just as simple as just looking for the bag and picking it up and bringing it to us. So pretty simple.
So if, for instance, you're going to be away that weekend or you forget, is there still a way that people can donate? Yeah,
for sure. We have drop-off locations always at grocery stores in our community. So most of the grocery stores have a drop-off bin. So always they can bring them there if they're not going to be around, or even just bring it directly to the Root Cellar.
Let's give people the address.
Yes, it's 440 Maple Avenue.
So this time of year, we're starting to see the transition hopefully from away from the winter months into the spring and summer. How does that change the work that the Root Cellar does?
I wouldn't say it necessarily changes the work. It just changes it's our big fundraising season. It's a season where we're really out there trying to receive donations and food donations as well. But as far as the amount of people that are coming, it really doesn't change depending on the seasons. I mean, Christmas is a little bit busier. January, February are a little bit busier, but the summer months are still quite busy for sure.
I would assume that with the idea that kids will be out of school, that might change some of your needs because they're at home for all their lunches. Does the brown bag lunch program go through the summer? Or?
It does not. However, we do have a partnership with the Food Banks Canada, which they have a program called the After the Bell program. So they provide lunches or lunch items to food banks across Canada. And so we have the ability to give out fresh food to people. So anybody that, even if they're not a food bank client, they can still come and access those lunches. So that's quite busy over the summer. Usually we have quite a few people.
Is it kids only, or is it for everybody?
It's for kids only, yeah. That program specifically. And then for anybody else, they can access our emergency food pantry.
That's cool. You have another big fundraiser
We
coming
do.
up. That's very exciting. The community really has gotten behind you. I think this is the 5th year you've done
Yes,
it.
yeah.
And it's called the Amazing Race for...
Hunger, yeah. So the Root Cellar's Amazing Race for Hunger was again created because we knew that in the summer months we needed to fill the pantry, and so this fundraiser is for the emergency food pantry. And in 4 years we've raised over $130,000, which is absolutely incredible. And so it's a fundraiser for all walks of life, people who are athletic, people who are community supporters. We have community celebrities that come, and people, I always say, like Mitch from the police, he's a celebrity. He's our biggest celebrity that we've had so far. But yeah, it's a way for people of all walks of life to support the community in this really unique way. It's so heartwarming to see how they go out and they fundraise, and they really work hard for us. And then on the day of, we reward them with a lot of running and a really cool experience. It's a great experience to get out there in the community and do things that you would never do and have a really fun day. So.
Well, I don't want to spoil the event for this year, but maybe is there some things from previous years that you could talk about that may or may not be coming back that were highlights?
Oh gosh, we've had slime pits, we've had rock walls, we've had kayaking. There's been last year they were at Dunmore Equestrian and they were chasing goats to get ribbons off of them and herding cows. And like, if you sign up for the Race for Hunger, you have no idea what to expect. And there's a committee of people who, the day the race is over, start planning again for the next year, and we come up with the craziest things for people to do. So it's pretty great.
I think once when you were on Chat News at Noon, you were talking about it. This was a couple of years ago, and you said there is kind of a bit of a mental component too. Like you might have to solve a problem in order to move on. Yeah,
I always say it's really like the Hunger Games meets the Amazing Race, because sometimes we come up with some diabolical things to do, but it's all in the name of fun, all in the name of raising money for the Root Cellar, and it's a pretty great day.
And in the past too, I think you've sort of had like a social media component. Mm-hmm. Are you having that come back?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 50/50 that runs alongside. So that's an extra way that we fundraise that day. And then also we have a call center. So anybody can call in, and we have people that take people's money, and what they do is transfer that into either punishments or benefits for the racers. And then Hudson from My 96 and we are live all day long on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. And so people can follow along and support the teams that way. It's pretty cool.
Or push them back if they think they're too full of themselves.
Yeah, if you have somebody that you're like, hey, they're getting too far ahead, you can punish them for sure. Yeah.
When you decide to do an event like this, and obviously there's people that are supporting you and creating these things, how important is that for the future of the Root Cellar?
For sure. Sustainability is really something that we're working towards in everything that we do. And I actually was just able to, I was lucky enough to present at the Food Banks Alberta conference about the Amazing Race for Hunger. And the message that I gave to them was, things are hard right now. It's very hard to fundraise right now. It's hard to go back to the same people over and over again. And you have to come up with creative things to do in order to raise the money that you need, because the checks aren't walking through the door like they used to. And so we needed to, be innovative and think of something different. And I mean, this is something that I actually specifically told the people in this conference, don't actually make the Amazing Race because it's crazy, but, do something. And I think that's such this Amazing Race has really shown that just an idea can turn into something so much bigger, and it can create sustainability so we can actually rely on those funds in the summer months to fill the pantry. So It's definitely been an adventure, that's for sure.
Have you had like people that have done it every year and come back?
Yeah, we've had multiple people. Right now we have a team, Missy and Tyler. They have won 2 years in a row, and then before that we had people that have won multiple times, and it just people keep coming back because it's just such a fun experience to be a part of. It's pretty magical.
Well, it's good to talk about these positives that are going on. We do recognize that there are people in our community that are hurting and they need our help. What's the best way that I could be an ally for the Root Cellar? What could I do today if I'm listening or watching? How can I help you?
I think there's many things that people can do. I always say, people ask me, what is the best way to donate to the Root Cellar? Is it food or is it cash? And I say both are equally really important. So cash gives us the ability to buy the things that we need when we need them. So we can purchase tuna when it's on sale as opposed to not on sale. And then when people donate us items off our wish list or off our extra list, those give people variety. So when they come in, they can always count on those items that we purchase, but it's nice to be able to offer a little bit more of a variety. So those are, really good tangible ways for people to help. But again, like little things like supporting the food Roundup by putting a bag out on your step, cleaning out your pantry, and also like sharing our posts, like helping us to get the message out. It's really hard to get our message out, and we really want, people's help to help us do that.
Well, I hope that you get continued success with this. If people wanted to donate after they see this and they're too lazy to look in the show notes, let's give them where they can donate. Because sure. I'm sure there's an e-transfer type site.
There is, yeah.
Give it to me.
Okay, so if people want to donate in person, they can come into the Root Cellar. We're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30. Alternatively, they can go on our website. There's a link. If you click on donate, there's a link where you can directly donate with your credit card. And then alternatively, we do have e-transfer, so donate at mhfoodbank.com is the address.
Boy, I hope you get a lot of money out of somebody one of these days. It'd be nice to put you out of business. Again, Food Roundup, June 6th, amazing race to end hunger, or for hunger.
For hunger, yeah, August 22nd.
August 22nd.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you can do what you can to help Melissa and her great team. And we wish you nothing but great success. Thanks for coming on the porch.
Thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
Hey, this is Brian again, and I'd like to ask you to do a favor. We can't do this work without people like you, so if you can, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about Bring Back the Porch.